welcome back. We just lost in the second round. Obviously, I wanted to do better. I think on paper, we had a better team than New Jersey, but it is what it is at the end of the day. We still improved from last season, so I'm not too mad about it. I guess I'm just going to have to try and improve the team once again in the off season. Kind of a season recap, though. So, St. Louis and Philly tied for the Presidents. Tampa Bay, Montreal, Anaheim, Carolina, Detroit, Winnipeg, Pittsburgh, and Bruins. That is how the top 10 teams shape out. No real surprises, I don't think. But let's take a look at the whole league in terms of player stats. Very interested to see this. So, in terms of points, Stamkos, 110. Druin, 103. Damn. Holy shit. And then, and then Kucherov. That is absolutely absurd. The whole top line is the 3 most point per game guys. That's crazy. Tavares, Kane, Tarasenko, Drew, Galchenyuk, Voracek, Panarin, Ben. Okay, no real surprises. Connor McDavid, I probably would have thought would have done better. But okay. What about goals? Kane had 60. That is huge. Tarasenko had 50. And then we had Ovechkin, Perry, Stamkos, and Tavares all have 40. Interesting, okay. Let's go to defense. See what type of numbers they put up. Burns put up 66 along with Ekman-Lawson. Again, no real surprises. We're not quite in the universe where all the young guys are at the top. We still got all the current players in real life at the top. And in terms of goalies, who got the most shutouts? That's going to be interesting. So, John Gibson, save percentage. We're going to have to go by games played here. Looks like Gibson again. Wow. And then goals against. I'm going to guess Gibson again. Yep, Gibson again. So it looks like he's probably going to take the Vezina pretty comfortably. I think that is all for the recap. I guess one thing that would be interesting is checking out the progress reports. Now, I actually checked this out before recording, and it's quite interesting because I was looking, some Draisaitl and the Benajad both improved the face-off rating, which is nice to see, but I was looking in the system, and we actually have quite a bit of depth coming up next season and the season after, so we might actually get some pretty cheap options for the bottom 6 D-man and bottom 6 forwards. We have some guys coming up, nothing too crazy, but we might be able to get some cheap options. I don't see any issues with keeping the team together, though. I think we're going to have basically the same team next season. So, in the finals, it is Nashville and Montreal. Very interesting. Who is going to take it? And Montreal! The Montreal Canadiens end up taking the 2019 Stanley Cup. By the way, when I did Montreal, the season I won the cup, was it 2019 as well? Because it was pretty, only a few years into it. So I think I might have won the cup the exact same year. Very odd, but there is your 2019 champions. Player retirement, we have Joel Ward and Scotty Upshall. Nothing too big. You know, just a couple depth guys. I'm okay with losing them. So we got Marian Hossa, Ribeiro, Vanek, Camilleri, Koivu, Pominville. It looks like that's about it for the big names. Hamhuis, okay. Steve Ott. A couple good names. Nothing too crazy, though. What about goaltending? We got Craig Anderson, Gustafson, Hutton. Okay, again, nothing too crazy, a couple good names, but I guess time to do the draft. time to do the draft, though. I don't think we're going to have too much. It might only take like 2 minutes to get through it. I don't think we're going to have that many draft picks. I don't think we do, because I know I traded away my first round pick for the Binajad. Do we have any other ones? What do we have to work with here? So we have, what is going on here, game? There we go. So, wait, what the fuck is, they're all like jumbled up. Okay, so we have a third round pick, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so yeah. We're not going to have a pick for the first couple rounds. I suppose that's okay. I don't think we really need to draft heavy. We should be good, but I'm going to take a look just to see if there's anybody that would be nice to pick up. I'd like to make a trade in the second round, honestly, but just going to check out. Do we have anybody? So second and third round, a top 9. It's a sniper, though. Nothing too crazy. A couple bottom 6 guys. Yeah, so no one really that we should go for. Second round, top 9 two-way forward, maybe? I don't know about that, though. What about goaltenders? Oh, we don't even have anybody scouted. What about projection, though? So there is a couple in the second round / third. Maybe I'll make a trade for a second round pick. Who knows? In terms of the depth I was talking about, in terms of defensemen, we have Liljegren. Now, by the way, is it Liljegren I was looking at? No, not him. Okay, I'll show you someone else. But, Liljegren, he's, you know, I might have to give up on him if he doesn't have a major jump this season. A really disappointment. I mean, 20 years old, only 75 overall. Stats aren't that good. Yeah, his defensive category is absolute shit. Oh well, it is what it is, unfortunately. So, Bean, another young guy coming up. Yeah, Bean, I think it was, I don't know. Shit, there's one guy I wanted to show you. But Bean also, he could be a top 6 guy. So, somebody coming up. McCowan, again, another guy. 79 overall, with potential left over. He could come up. I don't think there's anybody else in terms of defensemen. That is about it. And then in terms of forwards, we do have a couple as well. So, Gauthier. Yeah, okay, this is the guy. Holy shit. If his defensive category could just get up to like a 4-star. Look at the rest of this guy's statistics. Physical, 5-star. Skating, 5-star. And by the way, 5-star physical with 88 discipline. You know, 4.5 shooting, 4 puck skills, 4 senses. I mean, if only that defensive category could get up just a little bit, he would be a bona fide second liner. He really would be. If his defensive category could just get up there. Damn, it sucks. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to play him. You know, 1-star defense, he's only a 4th liner, but damn, he has a lot of potential. I wish his defensive category could get up there. We also have Sebastian Aho. He's not going to be like he was in the previous GM mode, but he may be a 4th liner of the future. You never know. Do we have anybody else? No, a couple bottom 6 guys. We have Nicholas Roy, potentially another one. So we do have a couple guys that could fill out the bottom 6 pretty cheaply. Calgary has the number 1 pick in the draft. Yeah, they do. I'm not going to trade for this pick, but I will trade for the second round pick. They want to give it up. I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to overextend. If I can get it for a pretty cheap deal, I will. Just because I'd like to get one of those goalies, just on the off chance, you know, it's a good goalie, because usually you can get them deep in the draft. So I kind of did a little bit of pre-scouting. I'm just going to offer them just bits and pieces that they want. So they want 2 of these guys, 2 AHL top 2. They have a bit of trade value on them. So, you know, I may as well. There's a couple of these guys that are unsigned. So they want all of them. Yeah, I don't expect this to really go through. I'm just going to be throwing them some scraps. Nothing much. I'll offer them like a 4th round pick as well. Let me go to 2019. I'm going to keep my third round pick. So yeah, let me take off these two guys. If, I don't know, let me just check. Do we have any goalies that we can trade? So we have a fringe starter. It's low potential. Yeah, you know what? By the way, yeah, this Nedovic guy, we can trade him too. I'm not going to trade him at the moment, but he's definitely somebody we can trade. You know, he's finally 80 plus. His trade value is pretty decent. What I'm actually going to do is trade this Lamb guy to Calgary. I'm going to take off the 4th round pick. So literally just 2 AHL players and a fringe starter, low potential. That is 20 years of age and like 70 overall. Nothing crazy. Just a little trade to help us get potentially a good draft pick. Not even a good player of the future, just good trade bait. So it's actually pick number 2. That's fine. I'm going to pick a goalie. And hopefully we can get either a starter or a fringe starter high potential again. Damn, we don't have either of them scouted. I guess whichever one is younger. So one of them's 18 and 18. Do we trust the USA guy or some guy from wherever the fuck that place is? I'm going to go with the US goalie. Hopefully he's decent. And it is actually, so we do get a starting goaltender. That is perfect. Again, just trade bait. That's all it is. And you can get it for pretty cheap. You know, you just throw away a couple scraps on your team. Some AHL guys and maybe a guy you're never going to use for a 2nd round pick. Boom. You get a nice trade piece out of it. Is the other goalie available as well? No, he's not. A 4th round? Is that even worth it? I don't know. Anybody we have scouted decently? A bottom 6? No. Do we have anybody top 9? No, we don't. Should I just go after the goalie again? You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go after a 4th round goalie. Who knows? Any of actually. There we go. So a fringe starter medium. Again, I mean, it's nothing crazy. I'm never going to use either of these goalies. But they can definitely contribute to us winning a cup. We can definitely trade him for something good. Do I take a chance and get another one? Nah, 6th round? There's no way there's going to be a good goalie in the 6th round. I might get him next round in the 5th. But 4th round, nothing crazy. I don't even know. I mean, who do you even take at this point? I guess if there's a two-way player, a two-way forward or defenseman, which one's younger here? 19 and 19? I don't even know. I'll go for the defenseman, I guess. He might be something, maybe? No, low AHL top 2 defenseman. So in the next pick, I'm going to pick a goalie. I don't think it's going to be anything good. We're in the 5th round. But who knows? It might be a low fringe goalie, in which case we can trade him for like a 2nd round pick next season, right? You never know, it might turn out to be something, and it is. Okay, so a medium backup. Not bad. Not bad at all. Sim the entire draft. Again, like I said at the beginning, nothing too crazy, just a solid draft. Honestly, that's a pretty decent draft, especially for a contending team when you don't have a 1st round pick. I'll take it. So, gonna simulate to the re-sign stage. 8 players, including Zykov, Skinner as well, I do believe. I'm gonna get them all signed. I don't think there's gonna be any issues, but if there is, I'll let you know, and I'll come back when we got everybody signed. Hopefully everybody. I actually only had 2 guys to sign. Well, 2 guys on an NHL level contract. Pretty simple. Pretty straightforward, actually. There might be a couple AHL guys that decline. Oh, okay. Skinner, so apparently he wants a winner. I don't know how can we just made it to the 2nd round. How is Carolina not in a position to win? So I guess I'll give him more money. Okay, Aho accepted, Denal rejected, Zykov accepted. So yeah, the only NHL level guys were Skinner and Zykov. And we got Zykov. I will try and get Skinner. I have tried every day to try and get Skinner back. It just isn't happening. He wants a lot of money, and he went to free agency. Every single day, I upped the money even more. How much does he want in free agency here? 6.5. Yeah, I don't know if that's really worth it. Damn. We have 11 million in cap space. Okay. This is going to be a big decision. Do we go back and get Skinner? Now, we have the money. We can definitely give it to him. It's just, will that handicap us a couple seasons down the line, right? Does he only want 2 seasons now? Wow, what a different contract. He wanted like 6 years, or like 5 or 6 at like 5 million. And I offered him that. I went up to around 5.8, and now he wants 6.6 for 2 seasons. So that might be realistic. A short-term contract. Okay. So it doesn't look like all hope is lost when it comes to Jeff Skinner. That is okay. Let's check out the team, though. What do we have going on right now? In terms of goaltending, we are good, right? We have Murray, Pickard, and we have this Nedelovich guy who I'm going to be trading. So we're good. We also have a starter and a fringe starter, so a lot of goaltenders to trade, which is very nice to see. Defensemen, we have Falk, Hannafin, Fisi, Brodin, and Slavin. Slavin dipped down to an 83. That's not too good. I wonder why. Luckily, we got him on a pretty cheap contract. I don't know if I should sign somebody. We have McCowan and Bean potentially gonna be fighting for that 6th defenseman. So I don't know if we should get somebody in free agency or just let one of them play. And then forwards, so for the top 6, with Skinner, it would be Zibanejad, Shen, Granlund, Kane, Skinner, Wenberg. So exactly the same as last season. And then we'd have Draisaitl, Zykov, Winnick, and then potentially Gauthier, Aho, and Blank. So, yeah, we definitely have enough money here. We definitely have enough money. So, do we go after Skinner? I mean, who else is available? I honestly didn't even really check. Well, let me take a look. So, yeah, no, I'd say Skinner. He's 27. If we go to forwards, Wheeler and Simmons, I think, are just too old. 30 and 32, especially they want a long-term deal. Jeff Skinner is nice and short. Nyquist, again, 29, but he wants an extra 3 years on top of it. I'd honestly rather Skinner. He's been with the team as well. I'd rather have Skinner. And yeah, that's about it. In terms of the bottom 6, we could go after a guy like Janmark here. Potentially. There's Matthias, who I let go. We could get him back. Donskoy. So there is some guys. Bonino, we could get him back on the team. There's definitely some options for the bottom 6. Let me know what we should do about that. Should we sign anybody? Even. Radulov, maybe bring him back. You never know. We have a pretty good team, though. If we get Skinner, we only need a 4th line, really. We need maybe 1 to 2, maybe 3 guys for the bottom 6. Defensemen, we don't need somebody, but if we have enough money, we can maybe go out and get somebody like Jordy Ben, for example. A Ben or a Zaitsev. Yeah, if we have enough money, maybe we can go after a Ben or a Zaitsev. Probably Zaitsev, just because he's younger. He fits the team age a lot better, just to see who's here. What about goaltenders? I'm not going to get one, but nice to see. Bobrovsky, Kemper, okay. Now, any restricted free agents, just to check if there's any good ones. You can always get a steal. It doesn't look like it. Maybe with Subban, that's about it. So it doesn't look like any good, what am I talking? There's no good restricted free agents. This is the free agency pool. I mean, it looks pretty clear what we got to do. Get Skinner, and maybe a defenseman. Get Zaitsev to a 1-year deal. Skinner, get him to the deal he wants. Maybe Bonino. Maybe Janmark. Yeah, I think those are the guys I'm gonna get. If you see anything I'm not seeing, let me know what to do. But I think the team's good how it is. The team's only gonna get better because we have a lot of young guys. They're gonna get better. They're gonna have another off season to jump, hopefully, in overall. That's about it. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode.